Well, hello there, my princess, the love of my life, the shining star in the sky that I see every night and look up at in utter bliss. Oh, okay. All right. Not great, is it? Because as much as I love you, darling, you have never been good at having a poker face, and I can tell today was not a good day, was it? Well, don't view it that way. How about you view it that maybe I am just good at reading you after literally being your boyfriend for 2 years, perhaps? No need to be ashamed. No need to feel bad. You are here. You are in a safe space. The cruel, cold corporate world of work can't get you anymore. You are here. You are loved. And what are we thinking? Or is it one of those things where you don't really have the time or capacity to really be thinking about stuff? You know what I mean? Is that, has the world weighed down on you too much today to even really use the mind anymore? If so, keep in mind that is completely fine. I am not upset. I'm not mad. I am overwhelmingly in love with you, and I am here to be yours. So, I think I can kind of tell today is a no decision making type of day. So, how about you just come over here and lay down for a second? Yeah, just you and me laying down, enjoying ourselves. Do you want me to go get some sweats for you? Okay. Would you like me to change you myself? I don't know. Sometimes you just don't have the energy to expand on something like that. And I totally understand that. And I wouldn't, even dream of asking you if you weren't up for it, Okay. All right. And here we are. We have the Harvard hoodie, a favorite of ours. And we have I figured sweats today. I know most days you do leggings, but I was kind of thinking you're probably in a sweat type vibe today. Once again, if I wasn't able to read your mind like this being your boyfriend, I'd be rather disappointed in myself. So you have changed your mind? There is no need to be sorry about that, my love. It's very valid to just, change minds. It happens. You had a very long day. You're exhausted. Clearly not, doing great. So, totally fine. All right, let me just reach down here. There we go. All right. Now, can you do me a favor and just lift your waist up for a second? And we pull them off. And up. Oh, okay. All right. Make sure that you brace yourself for a little tickling because it's stuck in your right foot. And pop. Very well done. And now. Yep. Okay. And sweats. Here we go. Hips up again just for a second. And there we go. Voila. Magnifique. Perfect. All right. Cool. And now arms up. By the way, I forgot to tell you, when you were leaving for work this morning, you look very, very elegant and very, very cute in this sweater. Not saying that you don't always look elegant and cute, but in this sweater, you look elegant and cute very much so. Absolutely. All right. And there we go. Now the hoodie goes on. And perfect. You have been efficiently and effectively changed, and all you had to do was move 2 different body parts 2 different times. All right, so now thinking of 2 different things. First, I know that my baby is hungry. So what are we feeling for tonight? You don't have to move a muscle. If you want me to cook for you, I would absolutely love to. If you would like for us to order something in, we can absolutely do that. Whatever would, make you pleased as punch. Okay. Ordering in it is. We don't like healthy foods around here. We do not want, or unless that's something you're okay. I just had to make sure, my love. Okay, so what are we thinking? And it's never wrong to go with a classic. No, it's not. So what are we thinking? Okay, a couple grilled cheese burritos on that. A couple large nacho fries on that. A couple Baja Blasts on that. Do you want to instead of doing the nacho fries, do you want to do the Diablo Frank's Red Hot fries? They're like okay, yeah, cool. I'll throw in one large nacho fry there too, because I love you. All right, what else? What are we thinking? All right, yep, capping it off with 2 Mexican pizzas. And the order... Give me 1 second. Is sent. There we go. We should be having food at our door in 20 minutes. And if they cannot find the apartment, I will go down and get the food and bring it back up as fast as a human possibly could. But since we have 20 minutes until then, what are you thinking about doing right now? We can lay here and be nonverbal together. We can lay here and watch a movie, a TV show. We can play some video games. We can lay here and do nothing. I could read to you. Anything is in the cards. Well, of course, I love answering questions, especially when they're from my favorite person in the entire world. So ask away, please. Well, that is actually a very easy question to answer. It is because you deserve all of it. And I'm not a stupid questions guy, but that's the closest thing that you can get. Because you are someone that the entire world should be stumbling head over heels for, to do everything that in their arsenal possible for. You are the most magnificent woman that I've ever graced that I've ever gazed on. I don't know why I was going with grace my presence, I think I was going with. Anyways, ignore that. You are just spectacular in every sense of the word. Do you know how many people in my life I know that are able to work 50-hour weeks, have a competent social life, and still manage to maintain a positive attitude the entire time, engage in their hobbies on a consistent basis? Not only is there nobody in my life like that, I don't think there's anybody in the entire world like that. You are a one of one. There are a lot of people out there who talk about their individuality and how they try and tread their own path, trailblaze their own path, if you will. none of them can even hold a candle to you. That's how special and important and amazing you are. You may feel as about as down in the dumps as one can right now, but let me tell you something. Your power level at being down in the dumps surpasses most people on a normal day. Because I know right now, if one of your friends called you and said, hey, I need you right now. If Becca was like, listen, the breakup with Calvin has really been getting to me, and it's really been making me sad, and I just need someone right now. Despite everything that you're feeling right now, the exhaustion, the sadness, the pain, you would go. You would go and find her and comfort her and put everything that you're dealing with on the back burner to make sure your friend is safe, healthy, and secure in their own thoughts. That's how amazing you are. There's truly nobody else out there that I know like you. And look at me. If I never won anything else in the entire world, got lucky in any shape or form, I would be totally fine because I have you in my life. I've already won the most valuable lottery possible of being your partner. And God forbid I do something to mess it up, I am going to be honored to be in that position for the rest of my life and the rest of yours. Just because your boss is kind of a dick and your workload is heavy, which is naturally difficult for anyone to, get through at a reasonable pace, that you can't let that define yourself, because what defines yourself is everything that I've just said about you. What defines you is the nature that you bring to the world. Calm, collected, sweet, kind, caring. I could call up 20 random people in my contact list, and every single one of them would have nothing but amazing and magnificent things to say about you. I would call them up and they'd say, hey, what do you think about my girlfriend? And they would say, oh, you mean the person who surpasses expectations in every single facet? The person who has literally, it's almost like she emits a ray of sunshine from her chest. Yeah, that person, the world is the net positive of her being in the world is outrageously high. So yeah, if you were ever feeling down on yourself, you had a rough day. It happens. But think about how you'll be remembered by the ones closest to you. And if that doesn't put a smile on your face, I don't know what possibly could. Hey, it's at a neutral expression as opposed to a frown, which is an improvement from like 15 minutes ago. I will take it. I love you so much, baby girl. You are just so valuable to me. And I am in love with you and every single part of you. And just because you're having a little bit of a rough day doesn't make me not feel that way, because this is what I signed up for. I signed up for all of the glowing, majestic nature and your sad days. When that light isn't there all the way, it's my job to help enhance it and amplify it. That's what I'm here for. So don't you dare think about apologizing to me for not being your usual self. Think about how many times in the past couple years you've been there for me when I haven't been at my brightest. And God, it worked every single time. You made everything light up around me. So I could only hope to do the same for you, my love. Yeah. No, it was not a speech. That's how I feel about you. And if one were to ask me, I would say it verbatim as I said it to you, to them. Do not fact check me on that. A laugh. We've graduated to a laugh. It may have been just like a little chuckle under the breath, but I heard it. You can't hide it from me, and I am more ecstatic than I have ever been. So, are we doing some snuggling? I think we absolutely are. First, though, how do you feel about a warm drink? Well, you can have the Taco Bell and you can have the Baja Blast, but I don't know, maybe after a hot chocolate, apple cider, something like that. Okay, well, I am at your service if it's something I can provide. What would make you feel happier right now? As if you even have to ask timidly for smooches. Let me get my face over there on yours, shall we? Yeah. Apple cider it is then. It is fall time. That is something that would make sense in this scenario. I love you. I know I said it a couple of times. I just want to say it again. I love you to the moon and back. I never really understood what the George Bailey from It's a Wonderful Life was talking about when he said, I'll last to the moon and bring it down to you. But for you, I get it. I would do anything for you. I love you. So just snuggling up until Taco Bell comes. Okay, perfect. What are we watching? That is, if there's anything that could cheer you up, it's that. Yeah, I don't get it. I do not get it. I guess the one thing that confuses me is, did everyone else from season 6 say no? Or is Kendall really that much of a valuable asset to them? I just don't get it. You have so many interesting characters. I hate the man, and Aaron would have been a much farther interesting casting choice than Kendall. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, Kendall's bad enough, but then Andrea, she's cool, she's fine, she was all right, but like, she wasn't someone that I found super personable in her time in